Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your monthly reading for October 2025. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right in, Scorpio. First of all, happy birthday. You're entering your birthday season, one of the best birthday seasons. This is going to be an unforgettable one of the best ever, okay? And I do want to welcome you to one of the best months of the decade for you. Everything's about you. Everything's about you this month, and I'll explain that. But you are going to go through some major transformation, metamorphosis, Phoenix rising from the ashes of eclipse season. Okay, if you are new to my channel, I'm going to give you your astrological overview. Then I'm going to do your spread. Then I break it down week by week. Okay, I pull my cards. There is a lot happening in October. A lot that's not even on the whiteboard. There's a lot of stuff here, okay? It's a loaded month. Remember the blue asterisk, the best aspects of the month, but I do want to congratulate you for making it through a bonker summer and eclipse season. And here we are. This is definitely one for the books, okay? We have so many rare aspects, many that we've never experienced in our lifetime, several grand trines overlapping that I'll explain. Venus moving into her domicile, which is absolutely amazing, and she is part of one of the grand trines. Jupiter, the planet of luck, good fortune, expansion, profit, wisdom, abundance, has come out to play, and hard. He's come out to play hard. Remember, in September, he only had like one aspect. In August, just like one aspect. So he's just wait until we get to the back of the whiteboard. That's what I'm actually going to say. Right now, there is, when we get mid-month, it's like a gateway into this wonderland. Okay, so October is chock full of goodies that you're going to love. And yeah, it is very, very emotional. It's very emotional because we were going into all this water energy. Remember, you got Mercury moving into your sign. You already have Mars in your sign. We're moving into your birthday season. We're going to have the sun in your sign. So what I say, it's all about you. It's all about you. But what did I just say about Jupiter? Jupiter in Cancer, right? Saturn in Pisces. There's so much happening. North Node in Pisces. A lot of water energy, emotions, intuition, compassion. But when I say water, it's water with a splash of vodka, because you're going to feel charged up and you're going to go far as long as you take that inspired action, as always. But don't forget, Mars being in your sign the first time in like 2 years is a big boost. Pluto, your other ruling planet. That's right. Mars and Pluto are yours. Okay. Pluto finally goes direct. And there's a lot of cardinal activations, which, again, I'll walk you through, but you are going to feel indomitable. You've got the entire cosmos on your side, all right? And again, with that said, your sign in general represents transformation, and it does go really deep. And it's all about truths coming to the surface. So you may even do some shadow work, like while whistling, right? And the other thing is the prism portal. Yeah, that rare grand trine that you've been experiencing for months that put you on the path that you're on now. Okay, think about the summer, even, late spring. That is creating a brand new era for you. Remember, Saturn conjunct Neptune. Yeah, sextile Uranus and Gemini, Pluto and Aquarius, Uranus trine Pluto. So the biggest window of opportunity and change was over the summer, right? But the pyramid is still there, as I explained. That's happening for many years. And I'll leave that video at the end of this video, what you can expect for you for the next 2 years. But remember, that prism portal, nobody on this planet has experienced ever. Okay? It's never happened in modern human history. But what it did over the summer, it made you the spiritual warrior that you are now. Okay? So yeah, there's some squares and oppositions that really affect you, but you're a black belt at this point. It's going to be a piece of cake, but you got to vibrate at the high frequency. All right. Now, and this is this is such a lucky month, a great month, a big month of change, especially for you. It's your birthday season. Happy birthday again. But with that said, it's one of those long months. 31 days. So you get a lot of it. You get a lot of it. Now, Wednesday, October 1st, you see that Mercury will square Jupiter. Okay? Not a big deal. Mercury's weak in Libra, doesn't do well in Libra. Jupiter's exalted in Cancer, is in a stronger position. And by the way, and this is for the rest of the month, even when we get to the back, any aspect that Jupiter's in, he always squeezes something good out of it. Okay? So even at this point, there's something here that's very spiritual for you. So this could be like a little mini spiritual awakening that you have because it's hitting your 9th and your 12th, right? And we'll talk about that later. But the only thing I would say is like, this is a time not to be wishy-washy. That's what Mercury squared Jupiter can do. So just keep that in mind. All right. The bigger picture here is that Juno, which is Jupiter's wife, asteroid, who rules equality and justice and fairness and partnerships and commitments and marriage and love and agreements and contracts. Juno, which is Libra's asteroid. Yeah. That's why it's the same theme. She's moving back into Sagittarius on October 1st. And so she's leaving your sign, which is, you had her protection, which is really great. But now she's moving into Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter, her husband. And so there's this harmonious shift that you're going to feel because that Sagittarius energy is very free. It's expansion and a lot more adventurous. So from the get-go, I want you to pay attention to this day because Juno in Sagittarius, that rules your second house of money, salary, income, finances. Yeah, it's been quiet in that area in the sky for you. But now you have Juno here. So amazing. But Juno is going to immediately trine Neptune in Aries on this day. Okay? It's 0 degrees. Something big is brewing for you. Something really big is brewing for you because Aries rules your 6th house of your everyday activities, but also work. So right off the bat, there could be something really dreamy, really amazing, but also just even romantic, right? It's Juno, right? So pay attention to this day, and I'm going to come back to it because there's something happening later in the month that you're going to see. Okay. Now, if you are a cross watcher, if you watch your rising, your moon, or for your husband or your dog sitter, cardinal signs for anybody, cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn are going to feel this aspect the most. If you have any planets in any of those signs, 20 to 24 degrees in your birth chart, in your natal chart, you're going to feel it the most. Okay. Now, Saturday, October 4th, I really want you to pay attention to this. Venus is conjuncting the South Node. And the reason that I'm mentioning this is because you just had an eclipse in Virgo on the South Node. You had the Sun, you had Mars, you had Mercury all conjunct the South Node in the past few months. You've had to let things go. And this is your 11th house. 2 things here. It could have been a friendship. It could have been a group that you belong to, an ally, just someone that you know. Could be a group. Maybe something with social media. Maybe you left that, Facebook group all about parrots and how to feed them. Whatever it is, something has to go this time around, just like the other times, okay? And this is the last of it for a while, okay? This is the last. Venus is the last inner planet to, right? So something's ending. This is karmic, okay? So whatever's happening here is fated. And yes, it's Venus. So it can have to do with a relationship or a creative project or even a habit with Venus and Virgo. Something with your future hopes, wishes, dreams that you have for a future. And when I say letting go, it could be just like an adjustment there. Maybe you correct course. Being hard on yourself would be something here too. Okay. Remember, you want to let those things go anyway, but any lesson learned in any of the above that I just said. Okay. So mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces will feel this the most. If you know your chart, if you have any planets 17 to 19 degrees, in any of those signs, especially Virgo, you will feel it the most. And I guarantee there's something here you're going to see change. Okay. That's just what happens when something's conjuncting the South Node. Now, Monday, October 6th, Mercury moves into your sign. And Mercury will be here pretty much all month. Yeah. It's going to move into Sagittarius like the last day of the month. So basically, you've got Mercury in your sign. And as you know, Mercury is a planet of communication. and thinking and ideas. And this is very passionate, Mercury and Scorpio. This is very also like, I got your back, sense of loyalty here, really great energy. But remember, your sign goes deep, okay? And so Mercury being the mind, Scorpio representing depth, all right? It can get very psychological. So this is why I say you could be doing some shadow work this month, but you got Mercury that you can work with, right? And just wait until Pluto goes direct. So what does this even mean? Well, this month, there is a little bit of detective energy, okay? Nancy Drew, Daniel Craig and Knives Out, very probing. I got to know who stole the cookie from the cookie jar, and I'm not letting it go because honestly, Scorpio, come on. Scorpio energy we know the lower expression of Scorpio energy can hold on to grudges. So the fact that you have Venus and Virgo at the same time, which is very over analytical, got to know the details. Just be mindful, okay? This is very internet sleuth, all right? It's fine if you're working on a cold case, but just remember, you do have Mars in your sign. That's rocket fuel. It can amplify things, all right? Like you really, really got to know you're in a Scream movie. You got to know who's under the mask. So just be mindful, okay? And the other thing, yes, you're going to be speaking your truth, okay? And a lot of focus on partnerships, investments, wealth, and just your transformation, all right? So relationships are really going to be under a microscope with Venus and Virgo, but also we're in Libra season, which represents partnerships and marriage and love and contracts too. Bear that in mind. And actually, I want you to think about what happened for you in your birthday season, October 27th to the 31st, 2023, where we had all of this happening at the same time, just for fun. Okay. Now, right around midnight Eastern Standard Time, we have a full moon in Aries. This is like, sure, I like this. I like this full moon. We'll talk more about it in your weekly forecast. Just know, hey, this is the culmination of what happened March 2025, 6 months ago, the end of March. Did you go look at the eclipse? We had the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Yeah. As part of that 4, 5, 6 planet conjunction, that rare alignment, once a lifetime alignment. Yeah. So there's something ending. Okay. There's a turning point here that has to do with work, habits, your lifestyle, everyday activities, or health. All right. This is Aries energy. So it's go-getter energy. It's entrepreneurial, the initiator. It's all about me, right? That's that Aries energy. I am. Take note that Mars rules this full moon. Mars is your traditional ruler as well as Aries. So y'all share Mars. So it's got a little bit of feist, just letting you know. Okay, we're going to move on. Who's going to feel this full moon the most? It'll be the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. If you have any planets 12 to 16 degrees in your chart in any of those signs, and remember, it doesn't matter which, we look at the angular aspects, you'll feel it the most. All right, now Tuesday the 7th, Mercury in your sign is going to square Pluto in Aquarius. Remember, Pluto is your modern ruler. Adds intensity. Pluto is transformation. Pluto is empowerment and power, but also destruction. And remember, you're Scorpio. You're the scorpion. It's got a stinger. And this is a square. And Pluto, being your modern ruler, is looking at Mercury saying, hey, you are in my house, bro. So, yeah, there's got to be a little bit of a squeeze here, okay? Be very mindful of what you're thinking, of the words that you speak. Remember, everything is energy. Thoughts in your head, the words that come out of your mouth, all right? Because this can be a little bit emotional. And this is where there might be some truths coming to the surface, especially, again, relationships, intimacy, investments. But Pluto's in Aquarius. That rules your fourth. So things that have to do with home, it could be a significant other, parent, children, realtor, even landlord. Just be mindful here, okay? Because it's a square and there is that suspicious energy that comes with this, right? Opening up an investigation on, you know, who took the peanut M&Ms. Okay, so just be very mindful. It's like intense energy. The other thing is, don't forget that grudgy energy, okay? Because there is going to be a little bit of like, well, you did this 14 years ago, right? So there's a little bit of that. So we want to not have that because this is a square, lower expression. I really don't think they're going to redo the season finale of Game of Thrones. We got to get comfortable with that. We got to let that go, okay? For every sign, by the way. Now, the good news is on the 8th, Wednesday, October 8th, you got Venus sextile Jupiter. Amazing. Amazing. What? So you got Venus, right? Relationships, love, money, creativity. With Jupiter, luck, abundance, expansion, profit, wisdom. You got the two benefic planets and a harmonious aspect, this sextile, this window of opportunity for you, where Jupiter's exalted in Cancer. So this is happening on Wednesday, middle of the week. You're going to feel it basically all week because you feel it days before, days after. It's so strong. But Wednesday is the perfection. And this is bringing this enormous optimism. Yeah. We'll talk about it more in your weekly forecast. This is happening in your 9th house, your worldview, your perspective. This is beautiful because Jupiter rules the 9th house. So you've got that all year. And that, remember, changing your mindset, your perspective on things. You've been changing. You've been changing. And it's connecting with Virgo, your 11th house, your future hopes, wishes, and dreams. Jupiter's expanding that now. And your social network, okay? This is brilliant. And I want you to think about what happened for you August 12th. Remember, we have the Venus-Jupiter conjunction with Sirius. Look back at that forecast. Remember, that's a year-long process. Right here, you're likely getting a little peek of what's been growing for you, okay? Now, Saturday on the 11th, please pay attention to this one, Venus opposite Saturn, okay? We'll talk about it more next week, but just know that this can have a little bit of a hard edge to it because Venus in Virgo doesn't do well, right? It can be, over analytical. It can be hard. You can be hard on yourself, but it's also warrior energy. And I am not talking Uhtred, son of Uhtred, okay? I'm not talking Braveheart. I'm talking like worry, that kind of energy. And this type of aspect and Saturn in an opposition is very like talk to the hand, okay? He's going full hard knocks, delays, restrictions, reality checks, life lessons, especially in love, relationships, money. But for you, really love, okay? Because remember, Saturn is in Pisces in your 5th house of true love and romance and soulmates and family and children, okay? Sex, it's the 5th house. Procreation, creative projects as well, hobbies, things like that, okay? Even something entrepreneurial around this time as part of your future hopes, wishes, and dreams. So bear that in mind because the moon will be in Gemini. Just a little FYI, that rules your 8th house. That's your home. And so there is an intensity with the 8th house. So there can be a little bit of restlessness here for you. All right. Just bear that in mind. There may be also a friendship involved here where you're not seeing eye to eye with a friend at all. So remember, this aspect is mutable. Yeah. Venus in Virgo and Saturn in Pisces. So just be flexible around this time. You're going to be absolutely fine. I believe in you. I believe in you. All right. In the end, Saturn, remember, is building you that bridge, structure and stability, that long-term, okay, commitments, right? It's just at this point, he's asking you, he's like, how much do you want this? Okay. So you got to pass this test. Mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces will feel this the most. If you have any planets 25 to 29 degrees in any of those signs in your birth chart, you'll feel it. Now, Monday, here we go. Are you ready for the gateway? This is a loaded day. You're about to see 3, 4, 5 grand trines. And trines are already, they're supportive, right? They're harmonious. They have the nature of Jupiter. They work in your favor. It's a grand trine. Think of it times 3. Okay? This is when the gateway begins. And remember, you still have to take action, okay? this is when you're going to see your life transform, but you got to put in the effort. You got to actually take a step toward, these paths. Do not weekend at Bernie's this month. It's an amazing month. Now, the first thing that's happening on Monday, the 13th, Venus moves into Libra. Okay. This is amazing because Venus rules Libra. She's at home. She's in her domicile. So this is, again, love, beauty, creativity, harmony, money, all of that. What your heart desires. There's an emphasis with Venus and Libra on the finer things in life. And it's social. It's fun. It's like having brunch with Elvira, whatever, you do you, okay? She's here all month. Why is this a big deal? Mars is in your sign, in his domicile. So you have the power couple, Venus and Mars, in their signs where they do their best, right? Moving mountains for you from this point forward. When it comes to things that your heart desires, when it comes to intimacy and investments and commitments and your transformation. And again, a lot of this is going to be spiritual for you because Venus in Libra, that rules your 12th. And that is spirituality. It's nebulous. It's everything beyond the physical plane. It's intuition. It's healing. It's really, really nice. It's the subconscious, which is why I say that you may be doing a lot of not only digging deep, facing your truths, but also healing, right? So I really love this. And Mars is just giving you that action, that power. I'm moving forward from this and this and this. Now, the same day, Pluto goes direct in Aquarius. So this is after he's been retrograde since May. You're going to feel like a bear coming out of hibernation, okay? Like one that was really sleeping, okay? This is liberating. This is power and empowerment. It's Pluto. It's your ruler. It's your modern ruler. Awake now. Watch out. Those salmon better swim fast in the river. And Pluto is also breakthroughs and revolution, like your personal revolution. So you're about to see the biggest transformation in your life from this moment forward with Pluto awake all year, okay? Because the first half, remember, we had 40,000 planets retrograde. You didn't even get to feel Pluto really. Now, Aquarius rules your 4th house. So do you see how you have a lot of emphasis on home and family in your domestic sector? You're going to see changes that you love. You get to use it. And don't forget, Pluto's out of bounds. What does that mean? He's wild. He's not supervised. You're going to really feel this power with Mars in your sign too. Wow. Now, Tuesday the 14th. Wow. There's a lot. There's a lot more happening, but let's keep going. Remember, there's a lot not on the whiteboard. These are just the main things that I want you to, these are going to really shift everything. But again, we do have, I just want to tell you one more thing. Now we'll wait later. We'll wait for next week. I'll tell you next week. I'll just tell you, we got Venus and Libra opposite Neptune and Aries. So again, there's Neptune oppositions. Remember, those you got to be careful with, what's real, what's fantasy. Yeah. Is this going to be a thing? You may have moments like that. Okay. Now, Tuesday, the 14th, Venus in Libra will trine Uranus and Gemini. That happens once a year. It's rare. Uranus and Gemini, as I explained, is your 8th house of transformation. Uranus is breakthroughs. It's expanding your consciousness. It's innovation. It's awakening. So there's something really big here for relationships for you, okay? Intimacy, partnerships, money, big time. 8th house is wealth building. Venus is money. And then you have Venus trine Pluto in Aquarius. That only happens twice a year. And that is deep. When you got Venus and Pluto together, that is like dirty dancing, in the trenches, passion. Where's the exit? That's how deep it is, okay? So, and remember, Uranus is trining Pluto too. Therefore, you have a grand air trine here with Venus. Now, why is this rare? Because it's been 84 years since Uranus has been in Gemini, 250 years since Pluto's been Aquarius. Nobody has experienced this ever, ever. It's part of the prison portal that Uranus trine Pluto, right? So this is brand new energy that, because it's part of the prison portal, still requiring you to change, to have your transformation, to be this new you. And yes, there's a lot more to this trine. We'll talk about it next week, but just know it's Uranus. It's surprises. It's breakthroughs. It's the unexpected. If you're single, sliding door moments, chance encounters in love, relationships, contracts, agreements, money, all of that. This is enormously special. And again, a lot that have to do with like home, family, that your domestic sector, okay? But ultimately, your transformation and money and intimacy. Okay. So the other thing is that, Jupiter trine Saturn. So that's insane because what? Remember, we are working with Jupiter conjuncted Saturn in 2020. And so that's a 20-year cycle we're working with. This is part of that, but there's a bigger part of it next year. This is special. This has not happened since 2014. When was the last time you saw Saturn trine a planet, right? Or Jupiter, okay? This is actually perfecting November 1st, so in your birthday season. And at this point, they're only 2 degrees apart. So this is when you start really feeling it. And there's going to be a buildup from this point forward, okay? And it's going to be throughout November, through your birthday season. Saturn's in a trine working for you now, building that bridge, bringing commitments long-term, all for the long term. Remember, Saturn is in Pisces with the North Node in Pisces, in your 5th house of joy and pleasure and true love and romance and family, children, kids. Yeah, some of y'all having babies, procreation, and creative projects. So how amazing is this? Because, Jupiter in Cancer, right? That's exalted in Cancer. So this actually just this is going to be something that you're going to feel. All right. What it does is it does build that stability and that structure for success and recognition and your long-term goals. So again, we'll talk more about this. All right. We'll talk more about this but you are going to feel this the most too. It's the water signs, Jupiter trine Saturn. Yeah. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If you have any planets between 24 to 26 degrees in your natal chart, you're going to feel it the most. But every modality is activated. So everyone's going to feel this. Now, Thursday, October 16th, you do have the Sun square Jupiter. Again, it's just like, this is fine. Something's going to expand your worldview. I do want to bring October 18th to your attention. It's not, yeah. So just real quick, you do have the bending of the nodes with Mars in your sign, with the North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. Remember, this is happening while Jupiter is trine Saturn, who's karma. And you have Mars in your sign connecting with the karmic nodes of fate. So there's, again, something fated that's going to happen around this time. And and I'm not saying it's good. It's good. Something karmic, like really, really nice with joy and pleasure and romance. Okay. So October 19th, Mercury and creative projects. Mercury will conjunct Mars in your sign. There you go. There you go. Buckle up. Buckle up. And when I say buckle up, pay attention to when you got Mars and Mercury in your sign, that brings a little bit of intensity, intense passion, intense emotions. Okay. So just bear that in mind. Mercury, the mind. Scorpio has depth. Mars is physicality, is drive. You're going to feel this. You're going to feel so amped up. Okay. We will talk more about this when we get to your weekly forecast because there's a lot to talk about here. All right. There's something happening because remember, you've got Jupiter trines. You've got so many other things happening behind the scenes. So it is very possible you're getting good news, signing contracts, all of that. Now, this is fiery. This is literally that phrase, you can do whatever you put your mind to. That's what Mercury and Mars is in your sign because it's just a lot of passion, right? You're gonna Aaron Brockovich it. Because what this does is it stimulates your passion into ideas and your dreams, your vision, your legacy. But Mars is in your sign, so you actually put in the work and put wheels in motion. So it's not just like thinking about things, it's taking that action, and it's happening now. These two planets are going to travel together for the rest of the month. So you have it pretty much all month in your sign. That's all about transformation. So you got this. You got this. All right. And it is going to be a month where, again, unforgettable for you. Now, the other thing is we do have a grand air trine this day too. You got Uranus and Gemini, Pluto and Aquarius, and then you have the moon in Libra. So just looking at what's happening for you, again, there's so much emphasis on love and relationships and contracts and your breakthroughs. And it's like a little bit of a gateway for the big thing here, right? The new moon in Libra. Okay. So, oh yeah. And Mercury conjunct Mars. Yeah. Obviously you're going to feel that the most, you and, all the fixed signs. Okay. Taurus, Leo, and, Aquarius. So, Tuesday, the 21st of October, you have the new moon in Libra. 28 degrees. This is a Venus ruled new moon. She's in her chariot. This is one of the best ones of the year. Okay. This is one for the history books. Please set intentions on this day. It's so romantic. A Venus ruled new moon in Libra. Yeah. So there's some new beginning here for you in love and marriage and contracts and pleasures and money. But it's also deeply spiritual for you too, because it is in your 12th house and healing. So I really love this. And one of the reasons why it's one of the best ones is because you've got Mercury conjunct Mars in your sign. You have that gateway of the grand air trine. You still have Jupiter trine Saturn, which is now forming a grand water trine with Mercury in your sign. Okay. Remember, Jupiter in Cancer, Saturn in Pisces, Jupiter trine Saturn. So there's your golden triangle. I mean, this is so bonkers for you, and it's very spiritual for you. There's something here shifting your view, perspective on things, and a lot is based on what's happening in your physical world. So your life is truly changing, and there are doors opening for you at this time. And opportunities as well. And it is deeply emotional. Remember, it is a lot of water energy. And remember what I said about paying attention to what happens on day 1 of October. Well, this is the day where you could seal the deal for a relationship or a contract, something with money, because Juno, now in Sagittarius, remember in your second house of income and salary and finances, is sextiling Venus in Libra, the planet of money and relationships in Libra, which is, again, Juno's sign. So Juno and her husband, Jupiter, at this time are creating this optimistic future for you. So please take inspired action. All the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, are going to feel this new moon the most. If you have any planets 27 to 29 degrees, any of those signs, you feel it the most. Most. Okay? But remember, all the modalities are activated. I just told you, you have a grand water trine happening. Like, everyone's going to feel this day. And Wednesday, October 22nd, that's when Neptune moves back into Pisces. You're going to feel that. That's going to bring this creative energy, this visceral like imagination and your dreams on blast, and highly nostalgic. We'll talk about this, okay? It's Neptune rules Pisces. We'll talk about this when we get to the weekly forecast, because on the 23rd of Thursday, well, depending on where you live, right? Happy birthday. The sun moves into your sign. Scorpio, I hope you have confetti. Edible confetti. Now, here's the thing. Remember, you got Mars and Mercury in your sign. So you got a stellium, because the sun's here now in your sign for the next 4 weeks. This is all about you. This is all about you and what you want. And this is all about you seeking your truth, you having your transformation. Okay? Cue Metallica, all right? Or Wilson Phillips, whoever you want. It doesn't matter. This is emotionally moving for you. It's in your sign. And with that said, when I say emotionally moving, remember, this is a lot of Scorpio energy, but you have to direct that energy. Emotions are neutral. I talk about that all the time, right? You can't have, like, if you have a thought without any feeling or emotions, it has no value, okay? There's no power to engage your neural pathways. Yeah, I'm bringing in science. I always say match the frequency of the reality you want, and you can't help but get that reality. So emotions are neutral. It's the energy that you put toward those emotions that put them in motion, okay? Emotion, take it back to its etymological root. Emotere, energy, emotion. That's what gives you power. That's what gives you experience and hopes and dreams. That allows you to create your reality, that high frequency, okay? So feel, and you will. You've got a stellium in your sign. And Jupiter will square Chiron this day too. We'll talk about that in your weekly forecast. Now, the other thing is the Sun will square Pluto on October 24th. Listen, there may be some not seeing eye to eye. This would be one of the top challenging aspects of October. Remember, the Sun is in your sign, squaring Pluto in Aquarius, but Pluto is your modern ruler. Okay? This is kind of a thing. This is kind of a thing. All right? Power struggles. There can be extremes here. It is come at me, bro energy. But the bigger thing is it's burnout energy, because this is one of those aspects where you could be expending a lot of energy into something you don't need to. Remember that grudgy energy, right? So just be very mindful that you are on a karmic journey, okay? You're going through your transformation. So you want to be mindful of everything that you say or do, especially in home. This will have the biggest impact in your domestic sector, okay? And remember, everything has ripple effects. Don't let anyone bring you into their low energy frequency. If you're not seeing eye to eye, what do I say? Pull them out. Pull them out of their low energy frequency. That is karma. That's the greater good. Give someone a compliment this day, okay? That's high frequency. Give someone a small smile. You see? Yeah. But also things are going to come to the surface. All right. Now, fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius will feel this most. 0 to 2 degrees in any of those signs. If you got it, you got any planets there in your chart, you're going to feel it. Now, oh my gosh. There's only, okay, so you see on the 27th what's happening. That's only like a quarter of it. The 27th, Mars will trine Jupiter. So this is rare, once a year aspect, right? And remember, you basically have Mercury with Mars. Mars is in your sign. You're going to start feeling this around the 24th, all over the weekend, okay? Until the end of the month. This is one of the best days of the year. This is the planet of action, drive, passion, and your sign in its domicile, meeting with a planet of luck and expansion and wisdom, good fortune, abundance, exalted in Cancer. This is the holy grail of the month when it comes to investments, when it comes to relationships and home and family, but also love. And some of y'all are having babies. It's just how it is. Congratulations. And then also remember, Jupiter in Cancer is your 9th house. A lot of y'all are going to be traveling, planning long distance trips, meeting people from overseas. This is also publishing and broadcasting, education. You're going to be teaching. You're going to be teachers, role models. It's all about inner wisdom, that 9th house. But Jupiter natively rules your 5th, where Saturn is trining Jupiter. What? The North Node is in Pisces too. That's in your 5th. So there's something here enormously special for you. Remember, creative projects as well. And that's not it. You've got another golden triangle. You have a grand water trine Yeah, with Mars in your sign, trine Jupiter in Cancer, trine Saturn in Pisces. Okay, Jupiter trine Saturn. You can't even make and you see Mars will trine Saturn. You have the two malefic planets working for you. They're like your personal assistants at this point. I mean, Mercury will trine Neptune too. Like, this is going to be one of the most memorable. This is going to be one of the most memorable weeks. Well, also, when you have Mars trine Jupiter and Saturn, Jupiter trine Saturn, I mean, this is long-term, okay? Long-term goals, commitments, structure, to your ambitions. Any commitments here with luck and optimism and expansion. Remember, this is a water trine. This is all about you. And there's that depth here. It's so emotionally moving. We haven't had this in like 12 years. This is huge. And you might sign something too, okay? Because that's just how it is. Let's get started. Scorpio. And thank you, everyone, for joining GreatAwakener.com. I quit my job for that. Y'all, and the founding member, and I love it. And thank you so much who's joined. Everything is in the description box, by the way. We're the founding member still going on till the end of this month. October is when I launch my secret project in Great Awakener. You're gonna love it. Scorpio, happy birthday. Let's see what's going on for you for October, your birthday season, October 2025 for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and rising. Scorpio, yes. It is another month where I am getting a lot better. So thank you so much for everyone that's been checking in. And Ruby's getting a lot better. So I really appreciate it. I do a traditional Cultic Cross spread, offers the best overview, especially for a monthly reading. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, I love y'all. Scorpio, this is going to be a month. I got some Scorpio friends. I know I'm going to feel their intensity, that good intensity. It's inspiring. They're like, get off your, let's do it. Yeah, you're good. This is good. Well, congratulations. A lot of y'all are having babies, getting married, things like that. Okay. Or taking things to the next level, signing contracts. It's all here. You got the Queen of Cups. Amazing. There's your emotional intensity but handled well. Like, it's the Queen of Cups. She's like the Princess Diana of tarot, right? Just so just heart is full. She leads with her heart. Yeah. She's the queen that knows the name of everybody in her village. She loves everybody. She knows everyone. She makes up, that's the Queen of Cups. She's got empathy. She's got compassion, but remember, it starts with self-love and a lot of emotional intelligence here. A lot of divine awareness with the Queen of Cups. She's very intuitive. I love this. So you're going to start feeling the buzz of all this Scorpio energy as you move into the month. And there's some things that you want. Yeah, there's some things that you want and things that you're going to get that make you feel really good. Justice in the heart of your spread. Amazing. Okay. Justice attributed to Libra. So there is an element of relationships that's happening for you this month. Look at these cups, right? And then also partnerships, but it's the judge, contracts, legal matters, the courts, marriage certificates, baby certificates. And remember, it's a highly karmic month. It's like you cashing in your karma points. All right. Remember, you have to take that action because that's what karma is, right? We always say actions have consequences. That's why I say everything has ripple effects. But equally so, inaction have consequences too. So you always want to take that action for the greater good too, all right? Use that sword to cut anything you don't need from your life, but also to bring that balance. Yeah? All right? Seven of Wands. In your challenge area, two things here. One, you're coming out of something where you felt maybe you were really defensive. This is helped everything. It solved everything. Okay. With that Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, there is this competitive spirit to it. So there could have been some competitive energy, or maybe not seeing eye to eye. Maybe you felt like people were ganging up on you, or maybe you felt like there was like a boulder on your shoulder. You're going through a lot. You're coming out of it now. Okay. Secondly, there could be someone in your life that's still a little like, wait, not yet. Okay. You got to give them time. Remember, there's a lot of patience involved with a type of month like this. And then you have the Page of Cups and your crown. Yeah, you want something new, you're going to get it. Okay. You keep manifesting, you're going to get it. Page of Cups is a big dreamer. Big dreamer. And you get a little guest star here. Ruby wanted to say hi. So he's a big dreamer. He's in your crown. This is someone who follows his dreams, follows his bliss. Very curious lad. Yeah. Someone who follows his curiosity and goes after his dreams. But there's it's important to like have that seed planted first, right? That's what is that imagination, that creativity. It's what makes you. It's divinity. So I really love the fact you got the Page of Cups, because he wears his heart on his sleeve too. There's something here that you really, 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 really desire. And it seems like you're going to get it because you have the Queen of Cups, or Wands, in the root of your spread. And this is someone who is so passionate. So much passion. It's Wands. It's Wands. It's the Queen of Wands. She has the power to attract anything that she wants. She invented the law of attraction. In fact, you see the sunflower in her hand, and you see the sunflowers in her throne too. Those are the sunflowers that appear in the actual sun card. So she has the powers of the sun, which is magnetic, and it's, opportunities, it's optimism. She's cheerful, she's regal, very inspiring. Okay. She's also the entrepreneur. If you're here for work, wow, things look good. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's just your passions. Okay. You're going to be feeling it. This deep burning passion inside you. Wow. Two of Pentacles in your future. So it looks like there's a couple different, scenarios. One, you are definitely moving into something new. And it's just like, yeah, let's make sure that we get comfortable in it. Remember, he's got the scale, right? Balance. This is a card of imbalance. So we want to make sure everything is balanced moving forward. We can handle this, prioritizing one thing over the other. Yeah. Second thing is opportunities. There could be something here where you do have a couple different choices and you got to decide. Remember, it's all about prioritizing and kind of balancing things out in your world, so everything makes sense. And it does look like it could be a career opportunity, something with money. It's Pentacles. Remember, it's your physical world as well. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on here yourself. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Y'all, tell me what's going on. Scorpio, this is your month. It's your month. You know I love y'all. All right, so I'm just looking and I'm seeing that you also... There's going to be a lot more partnership stuff in November for you, okay? Let's see what's going on. Okay. Oh yeah, this is your month. This is your month. You've got Justice in the heart of your spread. By the way, Justice also attributed to Saturn. Remember, Saturn's karma. This card is highly karmic. Yeah. So remember, it's a very karmic month, fated events in your favor. And I say that because Saturn, not a lot of people know, Saturn is exalted in Libra. Okay. Now, there you go. There's your holy grail of all the things that you want. Do you have this is cup not half full, cup overflowing. This is everything. You're good. You're absolutely good. Keep moving in that direction. Okay. You create your reality, right? You want it. You got that frequency. I talked about energy. Okay. High frequency. It'll come. And you know it with that Queen of Wands and root of your spread. And the Ace of Cups is all about new beginnings, new opportunities, and new paths. A lot that have to do with love and relationships, but it's just something that where you want to be emotionally fulfilled. You're seeking it. There's this, manifest it, right? And that can be anything. It can be getting your dream job, getting a book published. Remember, you have Jupiter in Cancer until next summer in your ninth house of publishing, okay? Broadcasting. You become a news anchor, start a podcast. I mean, you get whatever you want. Having a baby, remember, that's a thing. This is marriage, by the way. You've got the King of Swords here. You got someone very powerful on your side. It seems like someone's going to be, again, maybe making some decision that's in your favor. There could be someone that is like the one that's offering you a job, or there's someone here very powerful. It looks like maybe the home sector too. King of Swords is Aquarius, by the way. It could be an Aquarius rising, Aquarius moon. But it's also like, it could be to someone that you're on your journey with, and y'all are like a power couple now. You're moving into that energy. You got your own card, right? The Six of Cups is Sun in Scorpio. So that's amazing. And you can have it. You can have it all. There's a little bit of what's happening here. There may be something that you're hoping to make up with someone this month, and just, water under the bridge. There's a lot of kindness here. There's a lot of protection here, and sweetness, friendships, that kind of thing. It feels really good. But again, another nod to like home and family again. There's the biggest house in tarot, offering a lot of protection and comfort and security. But again, emotionally moving. And then there you go, the Three of Wands. You're ready. There's something here. You're ready. Okay. You're ready to move forward. I love what's happening for you. It's really nice. Okay. The Three of Wands is all about like, I want to go explore. I want to go do things on my new journey. Yeah. But also there's a sense of optimism here. You see, it's all sky. What do we say? The sky is the limit, right? He has the same sensibility as well, that Page of Cups. You are really good. There's so much power here. You got two queens. You got like well, what do you got? These Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. You're good. You're good. You're gonna love this month. You're gonna love this month. It does seem like there's some big thing happening with justice in the heart of your spread. Okay. Let's break it down week by week. Scorpio, first week, Mercury's moving into your sign. Venus is conjuncting the South Node. All right. Those are like the biggest things for you. I would say that full moon in Aries, yeah, it could be. There's something there. But the bigger thing would be Venus sextiling Jupiter and Venus opposite Saturn. Let's see what's happening for you the first week of October. Scorpio. Oh, look at you. You're good. You know it. I don't even get me started. You're good. Okay. You got the Knight of Cups. That is the knight in shining armor. There's someone on your side. Remember, this is a month of partnerships, and that's going to continue through November when Uranus moves back into Taurus. By the way, your opposite sign, partnerships, relationships. But we are in Libra season, and you've got all this partnership activity. In fact, you do represent like deepening like relationships, intimacy, things like that. So it could be, remember I said even October 1st, someone coming into your world, Knight of Cups, someone that wants to share this journey with you. It could be you on a journey with someone where it feels really good and it's very exciting. And it could be like even next level, like that commitment level or a new phase. But whatever it is, it's you seeking that emotional like fulfillment. And you have Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups. That's 4. Let's see if the King of Cups shows up. Second week. Venus. This is when the gateway opens. You have Venus moving into Libra. You have Pluto going direct. You got Jupiter trine Saturn. You have that grand air trine. Like Mercury conjuncting Mars in your sign. You got so much happening. Let's see what's going on for you the second week of October. You ready? Are you ready for this? You're good. Don't start with me. Scorpio, you crack me up. All right. So yeah, you got the 10 of Cups. So remember, the North Node's in your fifth house. Like, I'm not surprised. This is you see the happy couple, the happy kids, happy family, the home, all of that. The rainbow, only rainbow and tarot, indicating this promising future. This is joy. This is nirvanic joy. This is rapturous. This is the Ten of Cups. You're good. There's a lot of enlightenment here. And congratulations. It just feels like there's something big happening. There's something big happening for you. Now, the third week, by the way, you have the new moon in Libra. Okay. So love it. I love it. And then you have we move into your birthday season. Yeah. Happy birthday. We have Neptune moving back into Pisces. Let's see what's going on the third week. That's another cup. Wow. Look at all these cups. All right. Third week of October. So Five of Cups. What's happening here? What's happening, Scorpio? I'll tell you. This card is attributed to Mars and Scorpio. Remember what I said. By the third week, when you have the sun in your sign, Mars and Mercury as well, you have a stellium in your sign, that can bring a little bit of intensity. So be very mindful of your actions, the things that you say. There could be something. This card has a little bit of like regret, like, oh no, right? So just bear that in mind. But at the same time, I mean, it's emotional healing. And it is going to be an emotionally karmic month too. So there may be some things where you're like, oh no, but it's part of your growth. Yeah. It does feel like someone else is involved here too. So it could be, I'm going to show you something. You see the water under the bridge and you see the two cups behind him. Yeah. You can't look at the past. You got to move forward. You got to pick up those cups. You got all this opportunity and it's all right there. Okay. So remember, no holding grudges, none of that. That's for every sign too, by the way. I'll clarify that. That's a lot of cups. And then Seven of Cups. Third week. Yeah. That new moon in Libra in your 12th house. Okay. Lower expression of the 12th house would be, self-sabotage. It could be you that kicked over those cups. Okay. It's also hidden enemies. You could figure out someone that you thought was supporting you. Maybe, because truths are coming to the surface for everybody. Yeah. It's also like isolation. It's facing fears, all of that. Okay. And then you got the Seven of Cups, your card as well. Third decan, right? Venus in Scorpio. So this has to do with desire. This is, what's really interesting coming after that Five of Cups, it feels like there are so many opportunities, but you gotta move toward them. You gotta look toward the future, not the past here, right? But you still want to have that justice in anything that happens. Seven of Cups is great, but you got to know what you want. Okay? You got to know what you want. And when I say that, what did I say about emotions? Okay, so it's that energy. All right? Now, the last week, everything, right? Mars trine Jupiter, Mars trine Saturn. You got that grand water trine. You have Mercury trine Neptune. There's so much happening. All right, let's see what's going on for you the last week of October. There you go. Queen of Swords. That's really good. You got those two. You got three queens. Wow. You got three queens. You got pretty much. So the Queen of Swords is, that's just head above the clouds. It's like, I'm leaving emotions at the door. That's a lot of emotions. All those cups by the last week with all the Mars in your sign, trining Jupiter and Saturn. Yeah, that's you taking action. That's you being like emotions to the side. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to look at this from, a perspective where I have divinity. It's all about truth. Yeah. Even with the Queen of Swords, just like the Justice card, she's also Libra, by the way. She's very much like the Justice card, but swords pointing straight to the sky. Okay. So there's that. Straight to the cosmos, straight to the divine, as above, so below. All right. So there's an element of like being spiritual, but also all up here. Okay. Can be even a little bit cerebral with Mercury in your sign, but this is being fair. And this is just knowing the truth, knowing your truth, nothing but the truth. That's all this Scorpio energy anyway. But this is really, it can even be like mediator energy as well. So it could even be something circumstantial here that maybe it's not even you, right? Like within your world that's happening, and it's just making you like, did I really need Lenny to move in for 4 weeks? You know, like things like that. Anyway, you're good. You're fine. You have literally 3 queens, which is a lot of feminine energy, as you know, but they're all leaders, okay? And then you have the 10 of Cups, the Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. Look at this. All in the last, all these quartz. I can't even. Okay. Look at that. But then you have the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Cups. And remember, where that was the 3rd card in your staff. And so you do, whatever this is, you do want to make up. Remember, there's that, like, let's work it out energy. Like, look at all those cups. Look at all those cups. I can't. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, cups are you, Cancer and Pisces. But, you know, emotions into everything I said earlier. Anyway, you're good. You know you're good. All right. And the second spread, we're going to pull more cards. We're going to look at love. We're going to look at career. And we're going to see, I want to see if that King of Cups pops out. Let's do it. Okay. So, tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. And even the 9 of Cups. Yeah. You know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join tier 3, really good and legendary members. We have a lot of fun. And then next week, we'll go deeper into the aspects. Scorpio, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much. I will see you. And if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. All right. I'll see you next week. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.